Hello race fans, and welcome to the Virginia iRacing League Short Track Series. And here we are tonight with the late models. It's round 3, the Old Dominion 120, coming to you live here on Rice Motorsports TV. We're at Richmond Raceway, and season now getting well underway now with the third race of the season. And before we go any further, let's give a shout out to our sponsors and thank them for all their support. That would be Burt Duffy Excavation, Adaptive Driving Experience, and SRM Design, the official paint shop of Rice Motorsports TV. Now, before we head on down to the track, let's take a look at the driver standings as we go into round number 3 here. Joe Nerton, back-to-back wins, so now he's got a nice 34-point lead ahead of Matthew Fitz and Ron Walters, who moved up 6 spots into a tie with Matthew Fitz. Then we have Burt Duffy in the 4th position. Sean McLaughlin remains in 5th. And then look on down the order and see where your favorite driver is located. Now, some of the drivers, when they can't make it, their AI sub driver steps in for them. And we'll see those numbers move around quite a bit here. But let's see, we've got about 6 minutes, maybe 5 minutes to go before we get to the heat qualifying. And one thing I wanted to do is, let's see if we can find Ron Walters, because he was having some audio problems last week, and he's got his mic muted, but hopefully he can hear us. I'm gonna bring him up here to the booth with us, and we'll see if we can chat with him real quick. Hey, Ron, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, you hear me there, Tony?
Loud and clear, buddy. How you doing, man? And got the mic working just right now, man. And yeah, we wanted to get with you before the qualifying started, because you finished on the podium last week, P3. And wanted to congratulate you on that, man. That was a wild race, but you made it to that podium.
Yeah, thank you, Tony. That sure did feel good standing on the podium for a change, that's for sure.
Absolutely, man. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Just everybody that puts all this together, Tony. You and Rice Motorsports TV and all the people that make it happen, and all my people I race with here. They're a lot of fun, respectable guys.
10-4, man. I'm gonna put you back down to the quiet channel, and you got about maybe 5 minutes to go before we go to qualifying. So good luck, and we'll talk to you later.
Thank you, Tony.
And now, okay, folks, and we're gonna while we're waiting for the heat qualifying, and as a matter of fact, let's look at the race info here tonight. And 77-degree air temperature, wind 7 miles an hour, a little gusty out there. Track temperature 79. Now, this is the 3rd round of the late models, and they do heat races to set the starting lineup. They're running 50% fuel, 2 sets of tires, a set they start with, plus 1 additional set. 3 green, white checker attempts here for 120 laps. And you notice that there's no fast repairs here, so yeah, we're playing for keeps here. As always, thank you for joining us here on Rice Motorsports TV. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Click that notification bell so you'll know every time we go live. And before we get to qualifying, we'll go ahead and take a quick break and hear from our sponsors, and we'll be right back. You're watching the Virginia iRacing League Short Track Series here on Rice Motorsports TV. Okay, folks, we're back here for the Old Dominion 120 at Richmond Raceway here on Rice Motorsports TV. And let's head on down on the track here and see who's down out there. Oh, it's surprise, surprise. Look at this, folks. Joe Nerton. Boy, I tell you, right now, he is fastest in practice. Oh, and it's just going spinning around on him. 22.283 is his best time. And boy, I tell you, that is an ominous thing there for the rest of the field. Joe is on a hot streak, and right now he's streaking right at the top of the charts there on the time charts. Ron Walters, we spoke with him just a moment ago. Right now he is second quickest, 22.318 for that number 99. And let's see who else is out there. Let's look one of the there's Bert Duffy, the 75 machine. He's seventh quickest, 22.405. And we're getting really close to heat qualifying. Let's see. See Matthew. I saw Matthew. Well, there's Matthew, and he's 17th quickest, 22.497. And I'm not sure if he turned too many laps or not, but he is in the server, and hopefully he'll be able to continue here. Checkered flag is in the air, and it's time to go heat qualifying. So we'll set this up here. Let's see who's going out first here. See some cars coming out on track, starting to line up now. We'll look at the starting grid for heat number one. Terrell Rice will be starting on that outside on the pole position there. Bert Duffy second, Greg Moore third, fourth is Riley Hoots, Billy Stallings fifth, Hunter King sixth, Andy Consulover seventh, Matthew Wilson in the eighth position, and Sean McLaughlin will be starting ninth in this first qualifying heat. And waiting for all the drivers to get out there. And that's weird, because we're waiting for the AI cars to get out there, and you know what? I don't know if they're having a problem. They may not qualify, and they may just start at the back, which is fine because they're just sub drivers anyway. So it may be between these three human drivers right here to see who's going to start where, and Sean McLaughlin, he's going to pull up there next to Bert Duffy. And yeah, we've been working with these AI cars. This is something new that we've been trying out and trying to get them programmed right. And actually, I've never used them with heat qualifying. Now, I don't know if this is just something. I thought I've seen them work with heat qualifying before, but there may be some settings here that we have to, or a certain way that we have to do this. And hopefully, they should be in the race because they were out there in practice. So we'll see what happens when we get to the actual race itself. Lights are out on the pace car. They'll be going green this time around. Making their way down the backstretch. Goffin trying to get heat in those tires. There's pace car down on pit road. Here we go, folks. Hang on. Got a green flag, and heat number one is underway. And they're off and running. McLaughlin out to a nice lead there, almost half a second. Bert Duffy in that second spot. Matthew Wilson back in the third position. So right now, we got 6 laps to go. McLaughlin, at the moment, looking good to start on the front row here. Whoever wins the qualifying heats, they start at the top of the line there. Burt Duffy in that second position. Yep, now about 0.6 of a second. You see the kind of speeds they're getting there. Now something doesn't look right here. They're in 4th gear, and it looks like, I don't know why, it's like the engine is topping out. So it must be something's not right with that setup. And well, we're gonna hear about that from the drivers for sure. I don't know why that's doing that. And but McLaughlin, he remains a good 0.6 of a second ahead of Burt Duffy. Wilson a little bit further back. And it looks like they're all about running the same distance each other. 3 laps to go. Duffy, that gap is now about 0.5 second. Two laps remaining. Burt Duffy. Now it was 0.6. It's just barely 5.55 there, but white flag is going to be in the air there for Sean McLaughlin. So he holds on. Looks like he'll probably hold on and stay ahead of Burt Duffy. As they make their way down the backstretch, the final time for this first heat race. And Sean McLaughlin will cross the line, and he will take their first win there. So now we'll get set up here for the second heat. Let's see who's in that one. Joe Nerton's in that one. Let me make sure I got my I think I have the chat on. I don't want to turn that off. Guys making their way out onto the starting grid here. And it kind of looks like it's the same deal going here. It's just going to be the human drivers that'll actually be doing the qualifying. And of course, I imagine that will put the AI cars at the back of the field here. So Ron Walters looks like he'll be starting up there at the front there. Joe Nerton will be behind them, followed by Paul Bajanic. And I wonder, let's see. I got to make sure his AI car is disqualified as well. I didn't see him enter the server. He got in here at the last minute, so we'll have to check that. And they should be getting ready to roll off here for heat number 2. Well, I tell you, Joe Nerton, now these two right here, they were the fastest in practice. So, yeah, this will definitely be interesting here. Of course, the lights are out on the pace car here. Paul Bajanic getting some heat in those tires. They make their way around to back stretch here. And this should be the second and final heat before we go to the main event. Here we go. Pace car should be heading down on pit road.
Green, green, green.
Got a green flag, and we are racing here, heat number 2. Joe Nerton off to a good start there, definitely. Paul Bojanic now in that second position. Ron Walters back to the 3rd spot. Oh, he taps the wall there a little bit. 6 laps to go. Paul Bojanic starting to close in on him just a little bit. Trying to see if he can get closer to the number 1. Can't quite get there. Where's Ron Walters? He's a little bit further back. Now this could end up being, this could be very interesting. So now 5, it'll be 4 laps to go as he crosses the stripe there. So things looking pretty steady there for Joe Nerton, Paul Bojanic. Now I think Nerton, he'll actually be on the pole position because he's ahead in the second heat race. So whoever's leading that race, whoever wins that heat race actually starts on the pole position. You know, one thing, I don't see Harold Rothery out there tonight, which is surprising. He's usually here, and I just noticed that. His AI sub-driver is out there tonight, and so that is unusual not to see Harold Rothery out there. But so now that does that. That's the end of the. Oh, what happened there? Having some kind of why did it freeze up on me? I don't know why I'm not seeing. Okay, it looks like we're moving. Okay, that just jumped straight to the, that's strange. It's jumped straight to the, oh, I know what happened.
The AI cars.
Yeah, I think I see exactly, I think I see exactly what happened. And I think I know what happened.
I guess Tony knows they're not here. Did he see it?
Let me,
I assume so. Tony's hosting. If he disconnected, the AI would disconnect as well.
Yeah, well, I'm still, that's the problem. Let me, I'm trying to get this graphic fixed so I can see what I'm doing here. What happened is, folks, I'm so used to joining as a spectator. Apparently, if you join as a spectator, it won't let the AI load. So that's why the AI cars aren't out there. So we're gonna have to issue some last place points, and my stupid graphics aren't cooperating with me. There we go. So let's, for one thing, let's get that going. And let's get that restarted. But you know, hey, it's a learning process, and so we're figuring that stuff out. And I'm gonna jump down there real quick and let everybody know what's going on. Hey guys, FYI, I joined as a spectator. I'm not even sure if you can hear me or not, but I joined as a spectator, and it won't let the AI cars load if I join as a spectator. So I'll have to make sure I actually join the session next time around. So good luck, guys. Now, they may not have heard me because we're not really set up to, let's see. I'm going to go here, race chat. Hey, Bert, you got a copy?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure if the guys heard me or not because they're in the quiet channel, but I joined as a spectator, so that's why they don't see the AI cars, because I actually have to join the server like I'm racing so that the AI cars will show. But the main thing is, at least all you guys are out there, so we'll everybody else will just get last place points, and we'll just roll on with it. So just let everybody know that, and so good luck, and we'll talk to you later.
All right, thanks. No problem.
Yeah. Okay, so here we
Green
go.
flag, green flag.
We got a green flag, and off and running here. Sean McLaughlin right out front. Boy, look at Burt Duffy and the number one there, Joe Norton, going down the backstretch. Duffy, he does get past Joe Norton, trying to anyway, and he clears the number one into that second position. But how long is Norton going to stay back there? Paul Bajanic in the fourth spot. Ron Walters a little further back, fifth, followed by Matthew Wilson in that sixth position. McLaughlin now almost half a second ahead of second place Burt Duffy. He's battling hard with Ron Walters. I'm sorry, with Joe Norton. I'm sorry, and Norton got past the 75 into that second position. But the gap is about a half second between him and Sean McLaughlin. Burt Duffy right there. Paul Bajanic still not too far behind there in that fourth position. And he's blinking a little bit. I don't know if that's his connection. Let's go on somebody else here. That could be, let's see if we see Paul Bajanic's car blink or not. Could be a connection issue there. And Ron Walters, he's got Matthew Wilson for company there. Meanwhile, up at the front, Joe Norton, he's getting ever closer now. 0.3 of a second between him and Sean McLaughlin. McLaughlin in that lead position. The number one is coming on, boy. He's trying to do a three-peat here. Won the first two races of the season. We're going to see if he can catch that number 77. And he's in there, obviously giving it everything he's got, trying to get there. Now, I tell you, we've got 6 cars on track, and let me tell you that this could be a green flag. This thing could go green flag to flag. Look at the number one getting very close to Sean McLaughlin. McLaughlin holding him off. Drag race down the backstretch. Oh my goodness, how is this going to end? Joe Norton down on the inside. McLaughlin gives him plenty of room coming off the corner. Norton just about half a car length ahead. Looks like he'll clear the 77. There's Burt Duffy getting super close. Oh boy, and the number one kind of got out of sorts there a little bit. Burt Duffy now into the second spot is Joe Norton He got a little loose coming off of 2 from the looks of it. Back to that 3rd position. Sean McLaughlin back to the lead. You can see the top 4, they're very close together. Paul Bajanic, he's not too far behind all of them there. Behind him, Ron Walter still leads 24 there, Matthew Wilson. Meanwhile, up at the front, Sean McLaughlin. Boy, he's barely holding on to that lead position. Boy, Bert Duffy is right there. As they race down the backstretch, Joe Norton not too far behind. He's trying to, he's keeping up right with them, getting right on the bumper there, Bert Duffy, as they go down the front stretch, down to turn 1. Duffy, boy, he's the meat in the sandwich. Coming off at 2. Norton trying to see if he can get a run on the 75. Not close enough that time. Here they come to the stripe. McLaughlin, I think he's led every lap, I believe, since the green flag dropped. And right now, he's just trying his best just to hold on there and stay ahead of the number 75 and the number 1. We're 14 laps in. And they have no faster pairs, and they also, they have that 1 set of tires. Bert Duffy, boy, he sure is getting close. Now, I don't know if he's, he got past Joe Norton. Norton has fallen back maybe about a car length now between the 2 of them. He might have laid back now to try to cool those tires down a little bit, because, you know, it's a long race. We got to make those puppies last. They only have 1 more set. So you can't burn them up right now, this early in the race. And with so few cars on track, you never know what's going to happen. Paul Bajanic, he's a little bit further back now in that 4th spot. Ron Walters getting a little bit closer, and Matthew Wilson trying to hang on, not lose too much touch with the 99 there. Boy, up at the front there, Bert Duffy getting now within about a car length or so of the 77. But, and where is the number 1? Oh, down on the inside. Oh, they're challenging here. They're coming off of turn 2. It's drag race down the backstretch. Bert Duffy trying to stay ahead of points, the championship leader, Joe Norton. He's got a half car length coming off of 4. Let's see what he got loose once before going into turns 1 and 2. Let's see what happens when he comes off the corner this time. And he's on that time now, Bert Duffy had to check up just a little bit. I think I saw him touch the wall ever so slightly. Meanwhile, Sean McLaughlin, you know, he's doing everything he can do here. He's just racing along here. He's got those guys. He's got about 0.4 of a second between him and Joe Norton. He's been really consistent, and now Joe Norton has to see if he can catch the 77. That gap is it was about half a second. Now it's about 4.4. Oh, but it was 4.44. Now it's boy, he is kind of gaining on the 77 now. It was 0.4 for a long time. Now 0.3 of a second. Let's see, where's Bert Duffy? He's not too far behind Joe Norton. They continue to race along here. Boy, that gap now just a hair under 0.3 of a second. Joe Norton he's starting to apply a little bit of pressure here, folks. And oh boy, this is Sean McLaughlin. I think Sean McLaughlin is doing everything he can to stay out front. And you know, this is going to be even more grueling for these guys. The fact that it's only 6 of them out there, as opposed to, now imagine if they had to, it may be a blessing in disguise that they don't have any lap traffic to have to battle with here. Burt Duffy trying not to lose touch with the 2 front runners there. He's got 4 or 5 car lengths now between him and McLaughlin and Norton. Lap 25 of 120. Caution laps do not count, but boy, I tell you, oh, here we go, folks. He's getting close. He's getting super close. Trying to see if he can make something happen this time around. Sean McLaughlin, and he fights back on the high side coming off the corner. Norton unable, and now he's opening the door there for Burt Duffy just a little bit. Duffy now taking a look on the high side, trying to get back to that second position. You know Joe Norton is going to fight him hard. Here they are coming off the corner. It's going to be a drag race going down the backstretch. There they go. Who's going to have the advantage going into turns 3 and 4? Duffy by about a quarter of a car length. They're side by side. Oh boy, they were just about dead right there at the start-finish line, dead even. Norton trying to fight back on that inside. I think Burt Duffy might be getting a little bit better run off the corner. And, you know, while they're doing that, Sean McLaughlin, it gives him a little bit of breathing space while those two are battling. Joe Norton now ahead of the 75 once again. He is clear of Duffy, trying to set his sights once again onto the number 77. Oh boy, he's really gotten close this time. And I think he might have found the line that he needs to attack. Oh, and he's going to, let's see, can McLaughlin hold him off this time? He did it before. Oh, and I don't think he's going to do it this time, folks. Sean McLaughlin, he's going to lose the lead of the race. Burt Duffy's right on his tail, and now he may be the one to have to battle with the 75. Joe Norton is now out ahead. Here comes Burt Duffy taking a look at the 77. Boy, Norton, he's already half a second clear of second and third place, who is now Burt Duffy's in the second position. The gap now 0.7 of a second, and to me it sounds like they're running out of gear. That's what it sounds like to me. Now maybe they aren't, because I don't know, because he's sure pulling away from the 75 Burt Duffy, that's for sure. Sean McLaughlin trying to hang with the 75, and that's not he's about maybe a couple of car lengths now between him and the 75. We're only on lap 34 of 120. Matthew Wilson now, he got ahead of Ron Walters. He's in the 4th position. Ron Walters not too far behind, and Paul Bajanic, he's bringing up the rear there in that 6th position. Got a ways to go to catch the other guys. Ron Walters, he had moved, I believe he had moved into a tie with Matthew Fitz, but he will break that tie here tonight as him being here, and we'll have to sort out those last place points for the other drivers. Meanwhile, Norton, the gap now 0.8 of a second. what will be interesting is how long can he maintain that gap, and will his tires hold up? Burt Duffy still in that second position, and he's got about almost 3/4 of a second between him and the 77, Sean McLaughlin. So they continue to race along here, and Joe Norton, the gap now it is over a second ahead of Burt Duffy in that second position. We're just over a quarter of the way. No, we're a little bit past the quarter way now of the entire race. 120 laps scheduled this evening. You can see that gap's really starting to open up now. Joe Norton, boy, he has been strong at every track. Whether it's a smaller track or bigger track, he is really flexing his muscles here this season so far. Well, Sean McLaughlin, he did a great job staying out ahead there for as long as he did. And he may be just trying to just conserve his tires now, try to go as long as he can before he has to stop. And now is the point where it might be a little bit of a chess game, because I see Matthew Wilson starting to get a little closer. Sean McLaughlin may be trying to just keep things nice and calm with his tires. Maybe a little strategy going on here. Oh, I think I saw the 24 tap the wall there just a little bit. Ron Walters not too far behind. Gap is 1.2 seconds. Norton ahead of Burt Duffy up at the front. Joe Norton, now he's not eventually he's going to catch Paul Bajanic, but Paul, he's like 9 seconds down the road. And we're actually starting to get close to the halfway point here. So, and I believe they're going to have a competition caution that's what they normally will do. They'll have that competition caution. Burt Duffy, that gap 1.6 seconds. Duffy, he's rolling right along Sean McLaughlin. Boy, look at Matthew Wilson getting a lot closer to the 77 here. Welcome Matthew Wilson to the league. Those names sound familiar. Yeah, they used to work with the they used to drive with the BioT Cup Series that we used to broadcast here. And good to see Matthew in the house here. Boy, he is really trying to put the pressure on Sean McLaughlin here. And he does get past, and boy, here comes Ron Walters as well. Sean McLaughlin, either he's saving his tires or he's fading, as both the 24 and the 99 get past. Meanwhile, close further up the field here, Burt Duffy in that second position. That gap it was 1.8. Now it's around, yeah, it is holding around 1.8 at the moment. And, there's your leader, Joe Norton, in front of him. They're continuing to roll on here. Joe Nurton now in that gap, 2.3 seconds ahead of Burt Duffy. Now we're at lap 51, and usually McLaughlin will throw the caution, but the caution was not thrown this time around. So these guys, they're just going for it. Burt Duffy in that second spot. Now Matthew Wilson in that third position, followed by the 99 there, Ron Walters. And you know, they're not even that far away from Burt Duffy here. Now Joe Nurton, he's checked out. He's just about 3 seconds ahead of these guys. But I don't know, folks. You know, Joe Nurton, he is. It'll be interesting to see. Even with the small field, they may still decide to throw the caution here at the halfway point. Joe Nurton comfortably. Oh, it's now 1.4 seconds between him and now Matthew Wilson in that second position. Burt Duffy now back to the fourth spot. And that gap, boy, the gap at the front, it's now down to a second. Interesting. Because on those, I can't wait to see what's going to happen when they get to lap 60. Are they going to throw the caution, or are we just going to let this thing roll? Because normally, you know, we do have one of the drivers as an admin, and he'll throw the caution at the halfway point. And so we're getting very close. Lap 58. Look at Matthew Wilson closing in on Joe Nurton. Wow. Joe Nurton give him a fresh set of tires, though. Oh, boy. Now, right at the halfway point, this could get very interesting. If this is, I don't know, is Joe, is he trying to, like, say, okay, I'm just kind of easing it into the halfway point here now. These guys are catching me. Oh, and he's in trouble. Joe Nurton off the pace. Ron Walters moves ahead. Lap 59. Both Wilson and Nurton, they coming down pit road. Burt Duffy almost hits the water barrels coming down pit road. We're at the halfway point, and Ron Walters is in the lead. Sean McLaughlin also stays out as well.
Caution.
And there's the caution. It's the halfway point. Matthew Wilson already down on pit road. Tires and fuel there for the 24. Burt Duffy pulling into his spot. There's Joe Nurton. And he's just getting to his spot there. He got fuel only. Boy, I don't think he did not change tires. He is just, boy, that is bold. He did not change tires. He has another 60 laps to go. That was really quick. Wow. Ron Walters making now way down on pit road. Sean McLaughlin coming in. Joe Nurton, he will regain the lead once again. And let's see. I'm gonna. Now we got timing and scoring in the link. There's a link to timing and scoring in the description back there. Now Joe Nurton, his pit stop time, looking at my data, was 5.3 seconds. Everybody else was like 22 seconds, somewhere around that neighborhood. So there's no way that he got tires with a 5-second stop. So is Joe Nurton going to try to go all the way to the end on a set of tires? And let's see. Oh, here he comes now. He's coming down pit road. Oh no! What happened? Did he not have his settings set to change tires? That might have been an error on his part. It's possible. Let's see if he gets tires this time. I would imagine he would. And he comes on down and yep, there he goes. That may be an error. It might have been him just saying, I'm going to go maybe 1 or 2 more laps with these older tires and now put them on so his tires will be just a little bit fresher at the end of the race. That may be, see, now 20 seconds that time. So, yeah, 19.97 is what I'm showing on my screen here. So he'll restart in the 5th position. So Matthew Wilson now in that, and he's trying to merge with the pace car there. Matthew Wilson in that lead position. And let's see, Sean McLaughlin coming down pit road once again. Now, he doesn't have any damage that I see there, so he's down to his pit box. And he is, I wonder if he just got fuel. So I'm thinking he got tires the first time around, and now he's just, because, they're running 50% fuel. They may have to stop again for fuel because it's a 120 lap race. So they may not be able to, go the distance. This could turn into we're probably going to see some green flag pit stops here, folks. Matthew Wilson got his tank topped off. Burt Duffy back in the 2nd position once again. Wow, I tell you, this is so we don't know exactly. We don't know what's going to happen here. The lights are out on the pace car. They're getting ready to go green once again. Pace car's in. Let's see what happens here.
Green, green, green.
Got a green flag. Wilson drops the hammer. There's Burt Duffy as well. And look at Sean McLaughlin trying to muscle his way through. He's into the 2nd position. Now he's right on the bumper there. The 24, Matthew Wilson, now back into the lead, at least by half a car length here. It's Wilson 2nd, Burt Duffy in that 3rd position. Ron Walters battling with the number 1 there, Joe Nurton. Nurton gets past the 99. Wilson, he's still battling with the 77 for position. Burt Duffy, he's in that 3rd spot watching this unfold, and right behind him, here comes the number 1 there, Joe Nurton. So Burt Duffy in that 3rd spot. Wilson, yeah, I started to say he's managing to stay ahead of Sean McLaughlin. Boy, I tell you, they're really working those tires hard Joe Norton back in that 4th spot. Is he kind of just cruising along here for a while and let those guys wear out their tires? And you see him, he's pushing that clutch in. He is in fuel saving mode already. Watch him go down into the turn here. He is doing his best to save some fuel there. This definitely could end up being a fuel mileage battle. Burt Duffy gets past the 24 into his 2nd position. Sean McLaughlin did clear Matthew Wilson for the lead. McLaughlin out front now, half a second between him and Burt Duffy. Duffy in the 2nd position. Joe Norton back up into the podium spot in that 3rd position. And it'll be interesting once we get to the end of these 60 laps here. Now, there may be some more pit stops. They made it to 60. They barely made it to 60. I don't know if they were wiggling the car there trying to get enough fuel to get to the get down on pit road or not. I don't know if Norton was struggling with the fuel or not. But Matthew Wilson was right there closing in on him. And it didn't seem like he was struggling for fuel. He is right along there now. He's not closing in at the moment. There may be a little bit of strategy going on here, like let's be cool with how we take care of these tires and how hard we're pushing this car, how much we're burning our fuel up here. But he is definitely, for the moment, keeping pace with the number 1, Sean McLaughlin. He's right up there at the front. Burt Duffy, he's been in a podium position all race long, either 2nd or 3rd. He's in that P2 spot right now on lap 70. We're inching closer and closer to the end of the race here. Duffy getting a little closer to the 77. Now they do have the iRacing black box that will tell them about their fuel mileage and how many laps they're getting, and it'll calculate. Now some guys they like that or trust it, and some guys use other apps to calculate their fuel. But if they get to the point where they think that they can push without worrying about the fuel, then hey, it's game on. Joe Norton trying not to lose touch with those guys. Currently in that 3rd position, and he is in major fuel saving mode. I think Joe thinks it's going to come down to. I think he thinks maybe these guys are going to run out of fuel. They might run out of fuel on the last lap. Matthew Wilson, he's still there. Ron Walters in that 5th spot. Paul Bajanic, he's running, but he's not on the lead lap. He's actually 4 laps down. And I don't know if he had to pit for some problems or what, but Ron Walters in that 5th position sees all 4 cars right there in front of him, so he isn't by any means out of it at all. All it takes is a slip up by somebody in front of him. Things could turn on a dime here. Gap now just under 0.2 of a second. Burt Duffy closing in on the 77, Sean McLaughlin. And man, I tell you, it's a thing where you're probably wondering, like, do I want to try to lead now, or do I just want to play follow the leader and try to not, conserve as much fuel as. It's hard to conserve fuel and race hard and battle somebody at the same time. Because I don't think anybody wants to come in and do a green flag pit stop. That would probably be sayonara for a win here tonight. But I don't know, and it'd be interesting to see how this thing pans out. Where's Joe Norton? He's right there. He's not exactly gaining on the 75 there. Burt Duffy, Sean McLaughlin, I'm not Sean, but Matthew Wilson also hanging on with the number 1. McLaughlin, he continues to lead. Oh boy, Burt Duffy got really close there. Now lap 78 of 120 scheduled. They are just blazing through this race tonight. Burt Duffy getting a bit closer. He's halfway thinking about pulling the trigger here. They're side by side coming off of 4. Burt Duffy has got him at the line. Can he hold on to the lead position? Yes, he will. He will clear the 77. So Burt Duffy, I think this is the first time he's led this evening. Burt Duffy is your leader here at Richmond Raceway. Sean McLaughlin in that second position. Joe Norton still back there. He's lingering around in that third spot. Ron Walters now ahead of the 24 there, Matthew Wilson. Wilson still trying to hold on. We saw him surge at the very end of that 60-lap stint. And so, you know, don't count that 24 out just yet. Joe Norton still saving fuel, doing everything he can. I think he's doing that so that he can just hammer down at the very end and don't have to even look at that fuel gauge and worry about what he's going to do. Sean McLaughlin in that second position, now lap 82. Getting close to 3/4 of the way done here in this race. Burt Duffy, the gap is 0.3 of a second ahead of the 77, Sean McLaughlin. Excuse me. Racing along here, Sean McLaughlin in that second spot, Joe Norton. As they're racing along, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be right back. You're watching Virginia iRacing League. It's round 3, the Old Dominion 120 here on Rice Motorsports TV. Okay, folks, we're back here. The Old Dominion 120. Burt Duffy is your leader. Sean McLaughlin, he's in that second spot, though. Boy, I tell you. And look at Joe Norton. He is getting closer And Ron Walters, he's not too far back there. But Joe Nurton, he is starting to work his way in. And we're just past the three-quarter mark there now, lap 91 of 120. Joe Nurton is, who knows, he may have the green light now to just go hammer down all the rest of the way. And also saving fuel, he might have been saving tires as well. It'll be interesting to see who has what at the end of this stint here. Ron Walters not too far behind Matthew Wilson. He has fallen back a bit. Now he could be just, he got a little bit of damage on that right front, I believe. And it's not too bad, but just a little bit. And he's also saving fuel from what I could just hear just now. He's letting off the clutch there in the turns as well. Everybody's definitely, Bert Duffy, he's not worrying about saving fuel. He is going all the way. Now that's Paul Bajanic in front of them there. He's already multiple laps down, and he will surely go another lap down before the, at least one more lap down before the race is over. Question is, 26 laps to go. Now, are these guys like Joe Nurton, can he make it to the end, or is he just trying to stretch out his fuel mileage so that maybe he can go a little bit further before he has to stop? He may be trying to go for it. He may be banking on the fact that the other guys are going to have to stop, do a green flag pit stop here. So this could get very interesting here at the end. Sean McLaughlin, Ron Walters, look at, he makes a move on the number one into the third position. Now Walters, he doesn't, I mean, not Walters, but Nurton, he doesn't need that. He doesn't need to be burning fuel battling with another car. I think he just let the 99 go on. I honestly think Joe Nurton is laying back. He is playing the long game here. He is trying to get 3 in a row. He may have to do it on fuel mileage here tonight, folks. Bert Duffy, he's making his way past Paul Bajanic there in the 3 machine. The gap is just about 0.4 of a second between him and Sean McLaughlin. And well, I tell you, this is going to be interesting here. Coming to the stripe here, and that'll be 22 laps remaining. McLaughlin staying with the 75 there. Ron Walters now in another podium position. Joe Nurton trying to get past the number 3 there of Paul Bajanic. Bajanic now 5 laps down. Joe Nurton playing the odds here possibly with 21 laps remaining. Maybe he's thinking that these guys are going to have to pit in front of him, and he's either gonna win the race or he's going to run out trying. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens here. Bert Duffy in that lead spot there. As we're racing along, 18 laps to go. Sean McLaughlin, he's a little bit, he's right there. He's staying within a car length or so between him and Bert Duffy, Ron Walters. And right now, what seems to be a strong third position, 1.7 seconds ahead of the #1 there, Joe Norton, Matthew Wilson. He definitely, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like he has the same juice like he did in the first half of the race. And of course, you know, the track rubbers in even more and the track changes as the evening goes on. And it may be getting more into the liking of these guys up front. And the way they're going, no one seems to be worrying about saving fuel at all. Especially Burt Duffy and Sean McLaughlin. They're racing just as hard as they've been racing. Now 16, make it 15 laps to go. Boy, I tell you. Burt Duffy trying for his first win of the season. Same deal there with Sean McLaughlin. Look at Ron Walters sticking his nose in underneath the 77. Oh boy, look at this, door to door as they come to the stripe. Boy, they were dead even. Give it to Ron Walters. He's P2 at the moment. Fighting super hard with the 77. He's just about cleared him. Not quite clear though. They're going down the backstretch. Oh man, Sean McLaughlin gets hard into the wall there. Boy, he's got some damage on that right front. Oh man, is it damaged to the point where he can't run as hard as he wants to though? Let's see what happens. He's continuing on. Burt Duffy, that gap is now well, let's make it about 0.4, just about half a second between him and Ron Walters. 13 laps remaining. Norton, 3 seconds behind your leader. Ron Walters, boy, I tell you, he is sniffing a victory here tonight, folks. He was P3 on the podium last week. Does he, Burt Duffy, and McLaughlin have enough fuel to make it to the end of the race? 12 laps remaining. McLaughlin, he's still running, but it doesn't, I don't know if the car is not steering right. He did hit that wall rather hard there. He's still 2 seconds ahead of Joe Norton in the 4th position. But it may be just the sheet metal there knocked in on it and stuff. He may be trying to, he's got 11 laps to go here now. Not much though. It's going to be 10 when Duffy crosses the stripe here. Well, I tell you, oh man, it is about to get major exciting up here. Man. And they're continuing to race along. Make it 9 laps to go. Let's see, where's Ron Walters? Boy, Ron Walters is still there. Now, he's just like Sean McLaughlin was. He's about a car length between him and the 75 with now 8 laps remaining. Boy, Burt Duffy trying to hold on and get the win here. Now 7 laps to go. Man, Ron Walters starting to put more pressure on the 75. Man, how is this thing going to end here? Sean McLaughlin has dropped back quite a bit. He's followed by Joe Norton. And has Joe Norton hit the wall or something? No, he's not showing any damage. But I don't know. He might be just trying to make it to the end of the race here. Meanwhile, up at the front, and it's Ron Walters, and he's trying to get clear of the 75, and he's just about done it. Is it going to be a crossover for the 75? Let's see what happens. No, it won't. Ron Walters, he will lead this lap as we come to 5 to go. Ron Walters in the lead. Burt Duffy in that 2nd position. And there's Paul Bojanic up on the high side, letting the leaders go through. And we keep talking about fuel, and Paul Bojanic, he's down on pit road. And I don't know, this close to the end of the race, he might be calling it a night. I don't know here. But, boy, half a second, Ron Walters to Burt Duffy. he is just taking off. Sean McLaughlin, and he has just gotten past by the number 1 there, Joe Nurden, into the 3rd position. Burt Duffy, now 3 laps remaining. The gap now about half a second between him and Ron Walters. Duffy's in that 2nd spot. Where's Joe Nurden? He's quite a ways back. He's 2.8 seconds behind Burt Duffy. And look at the distance that he has to cover with, it's going to be the white flag next time around, folks. This could be your finishing order. Maybe. Let's see what happens here. Ron Walters, he's racing down the backstretch. Burt Duffy in that 2nd position. Ron Walters coming out of turn 4, coming to the white flag that's in the air. Final lap here at Richmond. One more time around. It's Ron Walters, Burt Duffy, Joe Nurden. He's still a ways back, still over 2.5 seconds ahead of behind Burt Duffy. Ron Walters, no fuel mileage issues here, folks. He's coming out of turn 4. Ron Walters gonna take the win here at Richmond. Holy moly. Ron Walters, your winner here at Richmond Raceway. Burt Duffy in that 2nd position. Joe Nurden finishing P3, but still on the podium. And boy, it is time to do some celebrating now. Yeah, don't hit the wall now, Ron. And he is gonna do some major burnouts here. And he's trying to decide where do I want to do my burnouts at. I think I'll go down here in the grass. Or is he going to do a Polish victory lap? Oh, no, he's just going to stop there. Okay. Wow, man. What a finish. Let's go ahead and get the guys in the winner's circle here. We'll get Joe up there. And got to find Burt, and let's see, there's Ron. Bring him up there. And is everybody else up there? Where is Burt? I don't see Burt. Where's Burt? Where's Burt Duffy? He was in the chat, but he there he is. Okay, we'll move him up here with him, and we'll drop on down there with him. Okay, folks, we're here with your podium finishers here. It is Ron Walters, your winner, Burt Duffy, P2, and Joe Nurden in that 3rd position. Hey, Ron, boy, you got a copy.
Hey, Tony. Yeah, I do. Thank you, sir.
Man, I tell you, boy, congratulations on that victory tonight, buddy.
It was wild. I'm excited. I can't believe these engines hold up to this. These cars are screaming all the way around.
10-4, man, I tell you. And how was the race other than that?
I was surprised. The guys seemed faster than me, but maybe I took care of my tires a little better because I seem to have a little more speed towards the end of a run, and I changed my driving habits a little bit there toward the end, and I really started making fast lap times, and that's what paid off, I think.
10-4, man. Congratulations. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Everybody here that puts this on, Tony. Rice TV Motorsports and the guys I race with, man, I really appreciate them. They're good, respectable guys, and we have a lot of fun. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Congratulations, man. Go celebrate. We will see you next week.
Thank you, Tony. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
All right, buddy. Hey, Burt, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, I tell you, you were giving him a run for his money, and I was wondering if you guys were worried about fuel at all or anything? And congratulations on the P2, by the way, too.
Yeah, thanks. I ran out on the backstretch.
Oh man,
the checkered flag, so it was perfect timing.
Wow.
The first half of the race, I just think I was way over driving and burned my stuff up way too soon. And then after that pit, I tried to save my tires a little better. And I think trying to get the lead, I was driving a little harder than I should have, and it cost me the last 5 laps.
But I tell you, man, and I tell you, for a while there, man, it just seemed like Joe was going to run away with it. And in fact, we're going to talk to him about that in a minute, though. He was doing some fuel saving himself. So did you kind of think that was going to end up being a fuel mileage battle there at the end?
Yeah, I think so. When we came in for the first pit, I was 1 lap to go till I was out of fuel. So,
wow, man, I tell you. Well, congratulations anyway on that P2 finish. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Thanks. No, just you guys for putting this on and letting us come out here and have some fun.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations again, and we will see you guys next week.
Thank you.
Hey, Joe, you got a copy?
10-4.
Man, tell me what was going on there, man. You went into fuel conservation mode, and I'm like, huh? And I guess you must have thought, okay, this is getting serious here, and so that was just a funky combination, just enough laps where it just really pushed it to the very end there, huh?
Yeah, I ran out of fuel with 2 to go before the halfway break, and I pretty much had to clutch and coast the entire second half just to make it.
Yeah.
I only have a lap of fuel left.
And, and tell you the truth, I thought everybody was going to do like a green flag pit stop before the end. And but it was that close that you guys obviously rolled the dice and went for it. And I tell you the truth, man, when I saw you clutching it like that, and I was thinking the other 2 might end up running out on the last lap, and you just kind of coast on by and stuff. But I mean, anything can happen when that fuel mileage gets that close, man. But congratulations on the podium finish anyway. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Oh yes, all my juggalos and juggalettes as usual.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations on the. I mean, it's not a 3-in-a-row win, but hey, 3rd podium in a row for the season. So that's one streak that is continuing. So congratulations, go celebrate, and we will see you guys next week.
All right, thank you.
Okay, folks. Well, that is gonna do it for us here tonight. And boy, I tell you, man, what a finish that was. Let's go ahead and let me bring up the final results here for the race. Get those up for you here. And Ron Walters' first league win here tonight. Bert Duffy is 2nd position. Joe Newton 3rd. Sean McLaughlin in the 4th spot. Matthew Wilson 5th, and Paul Bajanik finishes in that 6th position. And man, I tell you, that was I honestly, like I said, I honestly thought those guys were going to end up doing a green flag pit stop, but man, they all rolled the dice, and Ron Walters obviously, like he said, he adapted his driving style a little bit, and I guess it paid off, and he didn't quite have to worry about fuel. So that was very interesting finish there. Of course, we have the next week will be at Hickory Motor Speedway for the Bert Duffy Excavation 100. So make sure you're there to check that out. So for all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.